She's Got Yarn. How's everyone doing? I'm doing good. Tonight, while we hang out for a little bit, I'm only going to hang out for about 30 minutes. I've been struggling to go to sleep again, and I don't want to fall back into that bad habit. And it's easy to fall into that habit where I sleep in late and I go to bed late, you know? So, anyways, yeah. So what we're gonna do tonight, I'm gonna wind up some of my scraps. I have a Zoom sister that I try to send her my scraps. And I sent her some of them, but I didn't want to part from, look at this. How does that happen? I just lay them on top of one another. This red is all wrapped in here. Here we go. There we go. So, but I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. I'm going to take my sleep med in the next probably 15 minutes while I'm on here so I can go to sleep. I don't know why, but I get my energy at night. And I hate that. Tim was concerned it might be the channel. And it's not the channel, it's me. So I'm gonna try a little harder, but that's enough about me. The yarn I'm winding up is Loops and Threads Value yarn. I love this yarn, especially the new one. I'm not sure if this is tomato or bright red. The original was tomato red, but I could find out. I think it's tomato red. This is a little bit, the bright red is, I think, more of a deeper red. This is kind of like a bright red. But I might be wrong. I might have it backwards. So, yeah, there's a, my winner, to Bonbon, who won. I told you guys I would never reach out to you, which I did not, but she reached out to me. That scammer reached out to her, and at the same time you won. So please go over to, so I told her that, and I told her to go over to her comments and change her comment to Marley. So Bonbon, it's really me. You can see my face. It's really me. You did win. I tell you, those scammers got everybody confused. So they're trolls. And what would they want with a ball winder? Or I don't think they want the ball winder. They want your information. They want to sell your information on the what is it, the dark internet? I forgot what they call it, something like that. My stuff's out there, but I'm lock and loaded and secure. Some of my stuff's out there. They don't have my social security, but they had enough to reach out to my, what really made me mad was they reached out to my customers and said it was me, and they know I don't work anymore, so 90% of them knew it wasn't me. But we still had to send everybody emails, tell them not to open it, you know. I don't know how they can duplicate that, but it's crazy. They changed my email address just a little bit, you know. It might be a space, they say, so they can't tell, so someone can't tell, but the messages that they send are so asinine, they pretty much can tell. You can tell they're not American. Just their wording is backwards. Some of the wording is, it's not like, congratulations, you won. It's something stupid. I can't remember what they said to some of my subscribers. but it's a giveaway if you're paying attention. But I understand some people, if they're like me, I'm not real tech savvy. Dumb me opened the something about we tried to ship UPS. I opened it because I have a shop, and if there's certain Googles, certain maps, the truckers, Google can't get it straight, but it sends drivers that aren't familiar with where we are to an open field. You know, so that's kind of what I was thinking, you know. Okay, we got a new delivery truck, so I opened it. Dummy me, they got me. And I had time, if I knew they got me, I had time to lock them out. But one night I was looking at my computer and I'm like, it looks like somebody's moving my keys around. It looks like somebody's remoted into my computer. What's so crazy? They can remote into my computer, but my tech has to have a special permission to remote into my computer. And he said they have found a way to get in the back door, my technician. So I have, like I said, triple duper super firewalls. You have to go through a few things you have to go through, and no passwords, three different passwords to get in to some of my stuff now. So anyways, look at the size of that cake. That was almost a whole skein, so it's really not a scrap. So my yarn room, it's a mess, but there's a lot of holes, so I'm excited to move some stuff around. So I may have a few more boxes. I will reach out to you if I do. It's impossible for me to answer everybody. It just is. There's so many people. And if you've emailed me once, please don't email me a second time. I screwed up and mailed somebody 2 boxes. The only reason I could think I would do that is if they emailed me twice that they needed a box and I didn't catch on to it. You know, because there's so many, I didn't catch on to the name. So, yep. Yeah, one email's fine, and if I don't answer, it's because I either haven't gotten to you or I don't have boxes right now. But in the future, I will hit that list first. I've written it down, who's reached out to me because of what happened today. Somebody said, you know, you sent me 2 boxes. She was like, I don't want to, you know, I want to pay for it. And I think it's because there was more than one email. It's just Etsy. I need to get an Etsy shop probably. If I do it again after this last batch I send out, I'm done. My husband says it takes up too much time. It is a lot of work. It takes up a lot of time. And I'm up late. And it upsets him that I'm up late. So he goes, you don't need the money. Why are you doing this? And it's not for the money. It's for y'all. And also, so I can buy more yarn. But he's like, you can afford yarn. So I said, well, I got to thin it out. All my excuses, he had something come back. So I love what I'm doing. It's just I gotta keep an eye on the clock. Like I set a timer at 9 o'clock. I hopped in the shower and I said I'm gonna do a video real quick, 30-minute video, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Even though I want to stay up and crochet. I love to crochet. I just love it. And it seems like I love doing it in the evenings. Why is that? And my clock, I've reset my clock to the proper time. It's just I want to stay up late and crochet. I'm getting this thing called neuropathy. I get it in my hands, or I don't know. All right, let's turn off the bell. Who is texting me this hour? How do I turn it off? Right there. Okay. Sorry, y'all. We need to review one transaction with you available to verify it now. Okay. My bank wants me to call them.
Thank you for calling Florida Credit Union.
I'm back. So the bank, they saw some big transactions. It was medicine. But I've never had them call me this late. They were asking me questions and I'm like, I don't know who you are. I'm not giving you my information. I said, you give me the information. What's your question about me? I had to, it's like pulling teeth. And so he just wanted to know if a transaction was okay, that my cards were locked up. But still, and then he wanted my social, asked for my social to verify me. I said, no, sir, I'm not giving you that. Sorry. I said, if you can't unlock my account, I will go to the bank tomorrow. So, but he said he unlocked it. I'm still going to call them tomorrow. I've had alerts, but not like this late. What's crazy is they were concerned about a $295 purchase, and I got bigger purchases in there, and they didn't. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't get to them. But he was American. I said, you know, but I was like, I don't know who you are. I'm not giving you any information, and I didn't. But I verified a purchase I made. But he tried really hard. I'm sure they have protocol if it is legit, but I need to talk to the bank about that. I don't think that was cool, but we'll see. Okay. I see some lavender in here, but I only see a small portion. This rat's nest, I want to just cut it off. But it's not too terribly. I've had worse than this. Okay, there's the end of it. I love my solid yarns. I hate scrapping them because I use them all the time. Here's a big chunk. A chunk of monk. And that's not going to squeeze through that nest of yarn. Here it comes. I don't know how this one strand got in the middle of this nest. Explain that to me. It's crazy. Oh. I got one here, yellow. I don't think this is what I used for my brother's blanket, but I might have. No, I used the Hobby Lobby Crafter's Secret. This is either Big Twist or Loops and Thread. I'm not sure. I think it's Big Twist. Something I've had for a long time. I went shopping for Big Twist yarn a couple years ago. Might have been a year and a half ago. They had skeins for $1.50, something like that. So now a deal is $2.79. I'd never pay $4 for a skein unless I was desperate for a project, you know. I don't ever run out of yarn for a project. The problem I have, I'll start a project and realize it's not the proper color. It's almost like I'm borderline colorblind. I struggle to identify a shade and compare it to another. I'd struggle to match colors, I guess. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. And so I have to open another skein, you know, but normally I don't have to shop for it. This is itty bitty. I love this color. This is loops and no, it's Big Twist, I think. But I got a little bit more in this yarn nest. There we go. When I wad stuff up like this, it's because I'm being impatient. I know better. Somebody's away. Hang on a second. I need to see something. Okay, I'm back. We got about 15 more minutes. I just wanted to make sure I didn't go over my time. You know what? Let me go take my medicine real quick. I'll be back. Sorry about all the interruptions. Oh my goodness. All right, let's start out with this nice little piece. Well, look who's come to visit. Come here. Come here. Let's say hi to everybody. Come here. Can you kiss? Hi, Kissy. They can't see you behind the yarn. Come here. Come here. Give me Kissy. Susie Q. I love you. Susie Q. Come here. High five. Come here. High five me. High five. Good girl. I give her a back scratch every time she high fives me because she's a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes. You're going to get a new sissy. You're going to be a big sissus, huh? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah, you need your mustache trimmed. It's going every direction. I hope she's good to the puppy. She does show a little bit of alpha. She's an alpha female. She snaps at the boys if they get too close to me sometimes when she's in her zen, getting her back scratched. Yes. But she's a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, you gotta get your nose out of there. She's got her nose right. Oh, did that scare you? Did that scare you? Huh? Can I kiss? No kiss. High five. Okay. She wants her back scratched. The boys are sleeping. It's been raining today. That stresses them out, and I have to put their thunder sweaters on. Yes. You know, it was Archer and Zeus that needed a thunder sweater. And now Maverick has to have one. He nudges me till I put it on him. I bought 3, so I used them for all 3 just in case. But yeah, now he trembles when, well, it was thundering really loud today. It wasn't just raining. It was more like a loud thunderstorm. All right, all done. I'm done. You hear me? I'm all done. I'm all done. She's persistent. Oh, here it is. Done. All done. So you got your back scratch. Yes, you got your back scratch. I got it I didn't get a cheap kiss even. Excuse me, but you've seen me do this several times. All right. Oop! Got you in the nose. I must have got really mad and cut this yarn up. The transportation company that I'm having the puppy delivered, it's like the dog isn't like in a dog truck. He's like, it's a company, it's expensive, but the dog will be like being held by somebody for the trip. But it's like 1,000 miles, so Tim and I thought between the room and all that, it was cheaper just to pay. I think it was like $700 to have her transported. I know that sounds crazy, but maybe it was under that. It was expensive. Because you now know how desperate I am to get a dog. I probably could have found one here locally, but everywhere I looked, the one I was looking at, it was two of them. I was going to take a pair. It was a boy and a girl. They were Great Pyrenees. I didn't know that, and my kids got really upset with me. They were like, "You are not getting a Great Pyrenees. They can be very aggressive. They can be very nice dogs, but they can be very aggressive. Mom, they're too big for you to handle." And then Tim said, "You know, we won't be able to travel with the dog." And because our hopes down the road, 5 years from now, that we were able to travel with our dogs all the time and then be the proper size. I can't travel with Zeus or Maverick because they're too big, you know. So in 5 years, Maverick will be 15. So breaks my heart in 5 years, but Susie will, you know, and the puppies will be 5. Susie will be 6. She just had a birthday. Yes, you did. You had a birthday, didn't you? Huh. You had a birthday, didn't you? Yeah. I keep getting on to it. Tim, he needs to get her fixed. I'm going to end up taking her. Not that she can get pregnant because all our dogs are neutered, but I don't want her. She'll live longer. They're prone to cancer when they're not fixed. I've always fixed, like Maverick and all of them, they were fixed like at 6 months of age. I don't know if that's changed, but the sooner the better the way I look at it. I don't want them to come in heat. Some vets want them to come in heat at least one time. So I know, like with people, if you've never had a child, you run a risk of breast cancer higher than somebody who had a child. But I don't know, should they fix us as women to lower our risk? I know some women get hysterectomies due to the type of cancer they have, if they have HER2 positive breast cancer. And I only know that because I worked in oncology for 28 years. If they're ER estrogen receptor positive, ERPR positive. Oh, I can remember when I went to work at the cancer center the first couple months. I remember every time I walked by the doctor's office, he was talking to himself, and I thought, God, he's strange. And at the time, I was dating his son, and so one night, I may have told you guys this story. I asked David, I said, "Your dad talks to himself. It's strange." Anyways, Dave just laughed at me. Well, anyways, come to find out, he was dictating into, they don't do that anymore. Everything's computerized now. But yeah, I thought he was like cuckoo. He was a very nice man. Very good to me and my children. me and Dave, we didn't work out because I was a young mom, and I guess I was dating him. I dated him. I was 22, and I went to work for his dad in '88, and they offered me a job, and they continued until I took it, and then I finally went back to school and got my certificate. But it was because he was young too, and he liked to go out and hang out with his buddies, and they drank beer and stuff, and I just was like, I need somebody that wants to embrace my children. He was nice to my kids, but he never did anything with my kids. You know, hanging out with his buds were pretty important, which that's fine. We just split. It was amicable. We were friends for many years. He married a dear friend of mine, and he passed away. He actually, ironically, his dad had passed away from a massive heart attack, and like within a couple months, Dave was diagnosed with cancer, and he only survived a couple of years. It was so sad. Maybe it was 3 years. He adopted a little boy. Him and his wife tried to have a baby for several years. They did all that stuff that most people do to try to get pregnant. And it didn't work. And they came across someone that, actually it was a nurse at the hospital, heard that they were trying to have a baby, and her daughter got pregnant by a one-night stand. And so they were looking to put the baby up for adoption because she was a teenager. And Dawn and Dave adopted him. He's 21 now. Quite the handsome little man. Yeah, it was sad he lost his dad. He was 3 when he lost his dad. But he had a good mama. He still has a good mama. She's a friend of mine. She's the one I got Marley from. Yeah. Well, I didn't get Marley from her. Tiffany got Marley from her. She was being sneaky. Marley was a Christmas gift. Yeah. She was a terror as a puppy, but boy was she was a cool adult. Like as an adult, once she was grown, she was a great dog. But man, she had something against my boots. She would pile all my boots up on the bed and chew the poles on them. I kid you not. I have at least one pole missing on every boot I own, except maybe the newer ones. I think I have 2 pairs of boots that I've bought since she was a puppy. You know, later way after she was a puppy. And I recently bought a pair. I think I shared them with you. They got camo on them. I gotta find a place to wear them. Probably Uncle Greg's would be the perfect place, because I wore boots out there when I was there, but I brought another pair. But since then I bought a pair at Royal King. I can't remember if they're tall or short boots. I think they might be short boots. Isn't that terrible? I can't remember. Because it's not like I really needed them. That's probably why. I'm still a kid at heart. If my son said, let's go, Mom, go hog hunting with me tonight, I'd go with him. Just for the ride. Alright, what's going on? Here we go. It's coming loose. Look at her, she's sleeping. She's still sleeping, watching me. Is it relaxing to watch me wind up yarn? Pooh. I almost called her Pooh Bear. Susie Q. I haven't read the names yet of everybody. I haven't read my posts today. The comments. I asked for everybody to give me a name they would think, think of a little girl's name, but I will read them tomorrow. I just haven't had time today. I slept in. So, I was naughty. I'll be good tonight. I'm going to bed. And I'm going to try to upload this video. What's been happening is I've been uploading the videos, but they're really slow, so I can't post them till the next day. And usually I post them in the mornings, but I've had some problems uploading, which is nothing new. It's just slow. It's not a problem. It's just slow. I wish I had the energy to do like a week's worth of videos. I've never tried it. Like, there's a lot of podcasters that do that. I've never really done that. If I do 2 videos, I'll show them all the same day. I could probably do a couple days, but not a whole week. I would have much to talk about after the second video. I could probably find something to talk about. Some days I'm more talkative than others. Some days I remember things and tell you stories. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 colors. What's that all about? There's a knot in there. You can tell this is an old skein. It's not knotting up like the new ones do. The worst one was the Crafter's Secret. That's an outside. You need to do that one on an outside. But now that I have these magnetic spindles for the yarn, gosh, I love them. And I've ordered, you guys know, I think I ordered 4 more. And I have the ones that spin and sit on the counter, but I like the ones that they don't get tangled up on one. They don't get hung up. They don't tangle. It's nice. It's been nice. I've been working on a project all week. I'm working on a wearable. I've got the body done. Now I gotta do the sleeves. But it always says this at the end. There. I think she likes watching this spin. Okay, how did I make a knot? I gotta remember to turn my ringer back on my phone. It's another thing I always forget to do. Alright. Okay. Well, y'all, I'm gonna leave it at this. So tonight was just winding up some yarn, Some of you guys love it more than others. But I do have a couple. I've got a project I'm working on. I'm not going to share with you till I finish it, but I have so far done all these squares for Miss Billy. I started working on white ones. I got to ask her how many she needs. And then I've done a few of my baby ones that the yarn that I wind up and hold 2 together or 3 together. But yeah, so tonight, I think I made some progress. But that bin is still half full. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. I love you guys. Mwah. See you tomorrow.